All right, as we showed you those deadly images that are coming on day 2 of this war between Israel and Palestine, I'm going to cut across to two of our guests joining us. Emmanuel Keith Soras from Jerusalem. We also have Lidar Grave joining us live. Emmanuel, if I could come to you first, please give us the situation currently that ensues. We understand official figures haven't come in yet, but roughly about 500 or more have died in this war between Israel and Palestine. Give us the latest updates on that.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go on.
Yeah, so there are about 500 people who have been dead and over 1,200 who have been injured. And the numbers of civilians and security personnel being taken hostage into Gaza, who are in the tunnels, who have been kept as hostage in the tunnel, is unknown right now.
Lidar Grave is from...
And right now I'm here at the old city of Jerusalem, which is actually quite tense right now, with all the security personnel checking every single person to know if they are tourists, what their purposes are here, and what their intentions are coming into the old city.
Right. Emmanuel, if you could show us what's behind you, we'd just like to take a close look. Jerusalem, we know, is also a place where both Israel and Palestine are trying to stake claim, wanting to be their capital. We know that Jerusalem is really the contentious area. If you could show us what's behind you.
Right. So I'm right now at the old city. This is the David Citadel. This is the entrance to the Jaffa Gate. This is the holiest site for Muslims, Jews, and Christians alike. You can see right now that the place is quiet and quiet and empty because of the ongoing tensions that is happening right now. This is a place during this time, during the high holidays of the Jewish people, it will be bustling with people, bustling with religious pilgrims that are coming from all around the world. But right now, everything is
tourists
quiet.
Still trickling in? Tourists have been banned to enter Jerusalem, or are they still coming in?
Actually, no. They are the people who are already here.
Right.
There are so many. There is also a video of people trying to leave the country, and there's a shortage of personnel even in the airport right now. So now is the time when people actually leave the country, because yesterday marked the end of the Feast of Tabernacles for the Jewish people.
Stay with us. I'm also going to go to Lidar, who joins us. Lidar, I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but thank you very much for speaking to India Today. We know the situation is quite tense, and the videos that are right now surfacing are heartbreaking. Young, innocent women, men being dragged away into Hamas camps, and these videos now are really becoming a lot more common in the last 24 hours. We saw a party being busted, many of them being taken hostage, and is there any communication between these Hamas terrorists with the Israeli government?
So I'm having a trouble hearing you. First of all, thank you for having me on. I'll say that the situation here is still very tense. There are still clashes ongoing within Israel on the southern border as we speak. Rockets still being fired from Gaza and into Israel. 10 people have been injured in a recent attack on the city of Sderot by a missile that unfortunately was a direct hit. And so Israel's southern border is still very much alive. Seen, the IDF is still engaging with Hamas terrorists who have infiltrated. And in the north, we're also seeing exchanges of fire between the IDF and Hezbollah. The IDF is hoping that the northern front will remain calm and that we will not find ourselves facing a multi-front war.
Well, this has come as an absolute surprise to Israel. It comes on a holy day, a Saturday. Just a day ago was a holy festival for the Jews, we believe, and the attacks have come right in time. It's planned, it was executed with much planning on how to do it, when to do it, and they've come armed. Do you believe, or does the government of Israel believe that they're being backed by a larger body?
Absolutely. So this was a clearly very meticulously planned attack. It's no coincidence that it happened exactly 50 years and one day since the Yom Kippur War, where Israel also suffered a surprise attack at the time against armies. What we saw yesterday was not war, it was a massacre of women and children in their homes, of elderly people being murdered in the streets, unarmed civilians. It was simply a massacre. Now, Hamas is behind this, but of course, such meticulous planning requires money, and clearly we feel the hand of Iran, the very heavy hand of Iran involved in this. We also have seen calls for Hezbollah to join in the north and for other Islamic groups within Israel and around Israel to join in the fighting.
Well, you just mentioned that the Hamas terrorists have called on Lebanon and Iran and various other countries to join in this fight. Has there been a formal word coming in from any of these nations? We saw really disturbing images that came in from Iran a little earlier today, where they were distributing sweets and juices to celebrate the attack on Israel. So we know that in a way, Israel is being, or rather, Hamas terrorists are being backed by Iran, but have they supplied ammunition? Is there any funding formally coming to the Hamas terrorists?
Sir, I'm not able to hear you. I wasn't able to hear the question.
If I could sum it up, you could tell me if Israel is receiving any help from any other country, be it the United States or anywhere else.
Again, I can't quite hear you. I will say that we've seen the United States make very strong statements in support of Israel. The Biden administration has come out and warned against any other countries or any other terrorist groups, specifically Hezbollah on Israel's northern border, from joining in the fighting. So we're hearing very strong support from the United States. Israel has received tremendous outpouring of support and solidarity from many countries, including India. And Israelis, I think, are very, very grateful, and it's very heartwarming to see such support coming in to Israel during this time.
Sure enough, we're going to try and fix your connection there. Do stay with us.